Hey everybody, this is Lady She from How Michael Lady She Podcast. I am so excited for my amazing guest on this evening. Listen, I know how we give it up. It's Hempstead in the building. We got Jersey in the building too.
Come on,
Let's be clear, we got Jersey in the building too.
Madison.
But this is a Hempstead thing going on right now. It's a whole Hempstead explosion up in here. But in any event, I'm so excited for, I'm gonna keep saying this play blessed not just me, but my whole entire family. Okay. Well, first we drove to Maryland, then we came back. We did what they call we split the block.
Yeah.
We split the block, brought it back to Long Island, and I'm telling you, I'm so godly thankful and excited for this young lady. For every member on this cast, we're going to start from here to there. First, I just want to announce that this is the writer, Miss Marissa Jackson, of the play Prayers of a Mother.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
I'm
But announce who the guests are on this evening. We have Miss Electra Nicholson,
All right.
Mr. Amir Robinson, Jerry's in the building. Of course, Miss Marissa Jackson. We have Miss Melanie Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And last but never least, Mr. Otis, Jermaine Becoat.
Jermaine.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming. I am like beyond. Listen, we don't already have an experience, y'all. I'm trying to get my life together in this moment because God is just amazing.
Yes, it is.
Like he just really
Yes,
truly
he
is. And I'm grateful. I'm thankful for your obedience to write this play. And I just want the whole world to know about it. Y'all better get ready to see Miss Marissa Jackson and the crew, okay? Miss Marissa Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell us about this play. What's the play about?
First and foremost, thank you again for having me. And I just want everyone to know this woman has supported me from day one. Since April, she drove all the way to Maryland with her whole family. When I had it out here in January, she had it again. She came again. I am so excited and blessed to have Shanice in my life. So, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So Prayers of a Mother literally came from me and my sister's life. This is my sister, Miss Melanie Jackson. And it came from my life in the hood of the struggle of Hempstead, Long Island, Parkside to be exact, Clinton C. Boone Place, Hastings Place years ago. And we struggled. You know, my family came from a struggle. My mom was the breadwinner. My dad, unfortunately, didn't have much education. So a lot like relayed on my mom, right? And again, Prayers of a Mother came from Prayers of a Mother. Right. How did we make it through? From the prayers of my mother, my aunts, my godmom, you know. My dad wasn't really a prayer person. He wasn't really a church person, but he was covered by my mother, right?
All right.
And covering covers that whole household. So that's how we made it. So the purpose in this play was to show people that you can get through a struggle. And prayer is the biggest thing. And if you think about it, most people say when their child is in the street, I don't know, I just pray for them. That's real.
Right.
And a lot of people I know, and even most of my cast members, and they'll let you know themselves, they are here today because of the prayers of their mother. So that's why this play came about. You know, it's real. Every part of it's real. And it took me a while to get used to it because I'm showing the world my life, right?
Right.
And in so many ways, it was embarrassing. You know, nights we didn't have food. My dad had to get credit. My mom worked 3 jobs. Excuse me, guys. And it was just like, do I really want to put this out there? But when you find God and know Christ after years later, nothing else matters.
Come on.
Because now it's like, I need to show people we got through this so you can get through it too.
Absolutely.
And that's where Prayers of a Mother came from. And it has blessed so many people thus far. And I am grateful. We've had 3 sold-out shows. 3 sold-out shows. And I was nervous. People were like, when I said I'm gonna put a play out, I'm like, is people gonna come? Because people know me for catering, right? People know me for catering.
Right.
So now here I go say, I'm writing this play. I'm gonna come up with this play. Sold out.
Come on,
Came to
guys.
New York, sold out. And I mean, and I'm not saying sold out to brag. People left there blessed.
Yeah.
People left there blessed. And when I noticed that, I said, I have to keep coming with this. I have to keep going with it. And that's pretty much where Prayers of a Mother came from. And I'm excited about it. My cast is amazing. Some of them are going to talk soon.
Amazing.
You know, and it means a lot to me because my sister is in it. You know, this is the one who struggled with me, you know, being bullied, not be able to eat sometimes. Well, we ate, but it was a struggle. You know what I'm saying? And even a point my mom didn't want us to put this out. She was ashamed. But I said, Mom, we know God now. There's no shame in him. There's no shame.
And the child will lead,
Good
honey.
God.
Wow.
And so, yeah, here we go. Prayers of a mother.
Prayers of a mother. Sold out.
Sold out.
Once, twice, and 3 times. Come on, God. I love
And
to
looking
hear
for the 4th,
Yeah,
June 3rd.
It's coming. June 3rd is coming. It's coming. So, Miss Electra Nicholson,
Yes.
tell us about how you got involved in this play.
Well, Marissa is my cousin, and actually her
Blood cousin, not a fake cousin.
her father that the play is loosely based on, and my mother are first cousins.
Love
so no, we are blood cousins.
Blood cousins.
And our blood runs deep.
All right.
So when my cousin said she was going to write a play, I was like, "You writing a play?" And I was like, "I know she writes poetry." So, but you writing a play? So she said, "Yeah, I'm writing a play." And I believed her. I knew whatever she put her mind to after catering and selling out all the time, she could sell out anything. But it wasn't until I actually got to Maryland and walked in the doors of the venue, and I said, "Oh shoot." I said, "It's a real sound system. This is a real stage." I said, "Marissa, this is really happening." I think I was more excited. She just looked at me. I was more excited. I said, "Marissa." And then I said, "Oh shoot, it's 2 shows." And both of them was sold out.
Yes.
But let me tell you, even before getting there and seeing all of that, I'd already put the word out.
Right.
See, I'm good for putting the word out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
put
she
the
is.
word
Like
out.
she
No,
said,
she don't play
the
with
people
it.
traveled. The people came from New York all the way
did.
down to Maryland
Amen.
to come to the play.
Sure did.
And how I got involved was because I do spoken word.
Yes.
So I'm not, I don't have an acting role in the play, but I open the show
Yes.
with one of my spoken words. God blessed me with a gift to be able to do spoken word. And when she asked me, could I do it? I said, yes, I can.
Yeah.
So that's how I became part of the play, the opener.
The opener.
The opener.
And she's in the middle.
And well, I am in the
Yes,
middle.
you're in the middle.
But it's a funny thing because, and I'm going to bring this up since we're not ashamed of anything or anything that we did. When we were young, me, Marissa, and Melanie on holidays would always put on performance on the show. But I would be the lead.
The lead.
I would always be like, I
Maybe
was
I'll back up.
And they would so what did I say to you that day though, Marissa? When I walked in there and the production was going forth, I said, well, looks like I'll be the baby. God put you what is
Come
it?
on.
You want the head and the tail.
Yes.
That's it. The last shall be first,
The last shall be
last.
first shall be
And it was
last.
really in full
Amen.
revelation.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. That was awesome. That was awesome. So, family of writers, can I say? Family of writers?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know about the poetry part.
Oh, yeah, she did
A
it.
little bit.
She said I
Yeah.
dabble.
A little bit.
I dabble a little something.
Little.
Mr. Amir Robinson looking cool with the shades, drinking
Yes.
lemonade in the building.
He got reptilian
How'd you get
jacket
involved?
on too.
Yes.
How did you get involved with this play? Tell us about a little bit about yourself.
Well, I hail from Patterson, New Jersey.
Okay.
You know, it's basically a war out there. We call it AKA Pakistan. You know what I mean? I may not make it home, but a mutual friend by the name of Barry Ray Austin, he basically put it out on a whim, like, and then she needed somebody to basically cover the play up. Damn, I'm all nervous. Pardon me.
That's
That's my
okay.
Don't
first
be
podcast.
nervous. It's all right.
But she needed somebody to take over the role of Daniel, which was one of the sons, the problem child.
Okay.
And she was nervous because at the end of the day, like this was my I made history where on the strength of her, she blessed me. This is my first stage play ever to really
Love it.
show my talent to see how far I could be as an actor. And they said if you could do stage, you could do anything.
Amen.
So I ended up getting a script. The rest of the cast had a script for about 6 months. I had a script for 2 months to learn it.
Wow.
14 scenes, and
Amen.
you know what I'm saying, knocked it out.
He did more than knock it out. I promise you.
I just want to interject really quick and not to cut him off. He's not giving himself enough credit. He had 9 weeks to learn this script.
Hello.
Okay?
Yeah.
He
Hello.
came to the first live rehearsal we had in Maryland after 5 weeks and murdered it. You hear
I
me?
believe
He
her.
didn't have
I
a book
believe
in
her.
his hand. My whole cast was like,
He said he ain't coming to play.
so
Jersey in the building.
he's not
folks.
giving himself. Amir is the
Love
best,
that.
y'all.
Amen.
This was the
Love
best addition I could have added to this play.
I love that.
It is. honestly, I'm dealing with change. You know what I mean? Where I come from, what I'm going through, and that was just my opportunity to really do something different besides being in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Woo,
And
good God.
as far as
Thank you,
that,
Jesus.
It's like
Woo,
that
thank
was
you,
me,
Jesus.
really. You know what I mean? I was going to jail at 15, selling drugs. Ain't had no mother and father. My grandmother was like basically praying for me through the phone.
Come on,
You know
Grandma.
what I'm saying? Yeah, like I was on
Yes.
a Greyhound at 7 years old by myself, going from Jersey to New York to like by myself, literally. And my mom's, they was on drugs. My pops was in jail. So I just embraced that. It was like easy for me to be Daniel, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
So you related to the character.
Yeah, but I'm forever grateful to Marissa and Barry.
Yes, I love that. Love that.
Mhm.
Marissa, you could just share with them like who Barry is as well.
Yes, Barry was actually supposed to be here today. Barry is my brother. Definitely
Girl, that's my big
dope
brother.
dude. Everybody here knows him. He's actually in my play as well. He has a scene in the play. Shout out to Barry Austin. Sorry you didn't make it tonight. He had another engagement. We love you, Barry. We here. But yes, Barry is a big part of this production. He's actually the host of the play, and he has a scene in the play as well. And me and Barry are also working on some other things. So yes, Barry is huge in this circle. So shout out to Barry.
What I love about him sharing it and paying homage to Barry is we don't always see it in ourselves. Sometimes someone else can let us know, no, you can do this. And what I love is that you didn't just do it, you went in.
Sure.
Because I promise you, I was like, oh, wait, who's this? I said, okay, sir. He went in. He went in.
Because the whole thing was like, not to keep talking, because I'm just grateful, but this Marissa baby, you know what I'm saying? And I really, like, I told her I got her, you feel me? Like,
love that.
And I dedicated myself to make sure that I didn't drop the ball, because I swear this our life, and I wouldn't want to playing my life.
I love that. I love
Absolutely.
that. Come on, sir. Come on, Amir. We're going to bring it. Well, I'm saying spin the block.
Spin the block.
I'm telling you, Miss
Yes.
Melanie Jackson.
Yes.
Miss
Yes.
Melanie Jackson, I promise you, I just have to say this to her. When I saw Melanie, I felt like a proud sister that I ain't related. I'm like, that's my little sister right there. You better go, Melanie. Melanie Jackson. Tell us a little bit about how you felt with doing the play. We heard from your sister, understanding her sharing, your mom had reservations. Like, share with us how you felt about playing this part and it being your story.
Well, I mean, actually, the other two girls actually played, me and Marissa.
Right.
Me playing as Sheila, totally different people.
No, for sure.
Yeah. I was able to see myself, not like her, but a talent that I didn't know I didn't have. And I got so many compliments on how I played that role.
Yeah.
And I actually sat there. I was like, wow, you really did this now? You really did this? Like, is this something that I want to do? Is this something I can do? And I pray to God every night, because I'm still on the fence about what I'm trying to do with my life. I am.
The answer's coming.
I am.
The answer is coming.
And I'm like, maybe it's there, and I don't see it yet, but I can see it through my acting.
Yes,
I
I love
can
that.
see it. And,
So, you're also a mom, right?
I am.
So even just
Yeah.
with your mom being the praying mother, the praying woman that she was for you and your sister, what comes to mind thinking about your daughter seeing her mom playing in this play that is her life?
Well, my daughter Kirsten, she has a whole totally different mind whole mind frame. She's definitely not into the things that we are. I mean,
What's that mean?
Okay, the kind of play that we are doing now. she feels like it's sad. She feels like she doesn't want to get involved with it. She's not that kind of. She's more like into horror, like drama.
Drama, action.
She's not. She's not into
teenager.
what we're doing. What we're kind of doing. So, I mean, she doesn't really talk to me about it. She's excited for us. She's excited for Marissa. But it's really not. She's.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but to interject, I think you want to more so say for Kirsten, I think she knows our life, right? And it hurts her knowing that because she didn't have the life we had. You know, she had the Jordans and the Nikes and the Bombers. We didn't have that.
We didn't have that.
Exactly.
Really had it to my mom.
Right. So she sees the play. She's like, I'm happy for you, Auntie. I'm happy for you, Mom. But
wow.
Y'all went through that.
Right.
So that's where Kirsten is with the whole thing. So yeah, more so.
No, that absolutely makes sense.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, but she's totally supportive behind me or whatever. Whatever we ask her to do, she wants to do. She'll help.
We keep her prayed up.
Yes, we keep
That's
her
the
prayed
one.
up. Yes,
That's the one. But yes, let's continue to pray for our youth because my God, please, sir,
That's
please, ma'am, let's continue to pray for our babies for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Mr. Otis, Jermaine Becoat. I can't forget the Jermaine. He won't kill me. I can't forget the Jermaine. Mr. Becoat.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you come to be involved in this amazing play?
It's crazy because I didn't even know this play was ever going on. I grew up in Hempstead, Mount Duquesne Drive. I graduated in 1986 from Franklin School.
Woo! No, I'm just playing.
No, school. But what happened was the reason why I'm saying 1986. The reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people in Hempstead, my mom sent me to St. Agnes and Kellenberg, so I knew of them but didn't know them. So I never knew Marissa.
These
one
are Catholic schools. He said basically he didn't go to high school with us.
I didn't go to the high school, so I didn't know you.
Right.
I didn't know you.
Right.
I didn't know y'all exist. The only reason why I know Electra is this because she wound up going to Franklin School under with my brother. So make a long story short, I didn't know. So what happened was I didn't know this play. It was in existence in the world. And there was this lady that I know.
A lady,
Yeah,
come on,
this lady
lady.
I know. Her name is Electra. She hit me, you know. She told me I was in the book. She didn't ask.
She
was
said,
like, "Yo,
I'm
what happened was, it's funny how life is." She asked me about Daniel Park. I don't know.
I
this
did,
is
and he
before,
was older
because
for
it's
it.
before,
Yes.
right? And I was like, I'm not cutting off my bit.
Right.
I don't know where this play is going. I was being honest because I do a lot of stuff. So I was like, I'm not sacrificing to look 16 because I had to cut all this off to have soft face for another just for a play that I don't know if we're going to do again. I was being honest. So I was like, you know what? Thank you. And the only reason I called is because I was honoring the honoree, right? This person right here. I said, I will call. When I told her, I said, thank you. But I write poetry. I said, I could do a poem for you. She said, okay. And she said, I'll get back with you. And then when she got back with me, she said, I added this part for you to be the officer in the play. And the side of what you were saying, in almost all my plays, there was me, the parts I work. It was like, I'm like how my part is, I'm like that with my kids at my school.
Gotcha.
So it's the same, it's funny. So our parts have got destiny. They not just parts.
It's God.
They not just you're not just doing a part.
You're
not just doing a part.
Right.
You're not really all my plays. It's you're in that part. You're not just you just wasn't handed a role.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? If you really start looking at the play, you be like, that's it. I do the same stuff. You know, I'm like, you sure do. So that's how I got on the play because of Electra Nicholson, and I am
Divine
ecstatic
connections.
that I'm in it. It's been a blessing. Everybody,
Oh, you're amazing.
new people, new divine connections. You know, so
Absolutely.
I'm just happy to be a part of it. And then she had me now. So I
She
told her
got
whatever
me
she
down.
Ain't
need,
going
I'm
nowhere.
gonna help. Whatever
That's
she
exactly
need,
what that
whatever
is.
she need, I told her I'm here. So.
I love it,
Yeah,
love
so
it.
he's amazing. He plays
Yeah.
an amazing role.
All of you were just
Everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm telling you just a little backstory. When we came to Maryland, me and my whole family in the car.
Yes,
Okay, we really came. We really
Sure
came.
did.
We got on the road, and I remember, I believe the young lady was your friend. She came up to me after while you and I were talking. But my youngest, who's now 9, he comes up to me. He goes, "I'm emotional."
Oh.
And I said, "You know," he goes, "Yes, this is really good."
Oh.
I was like, I have to tell her. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Man, that's amazing.
And Electra's friend was
Amen.
sitting behind us.
It was Lori.
Oh wow.
It was definitely a letter L,
Okay.
so that was probably it.
Makeup.
So when we're talking, she's like, "I'm sorry," and she's like, "Well, I gotta tell you, your baby made me cry." But he said, "I'm emotional."
Oh,
and I got emotional. And I was like, "Well, what's it?" She was like, "It was so good," but
Wow.
just seeing
Amen.
it come to fruition, you know.
Amen.
People can say that they want to do something. You're like, "Oh, okay, I'll come support," but you don't know what it's gonna be.
Right.
It literally blessed my whole family.
Amen.
And I'm so
Amen.
grateful for your obedience. Each and every one of you, your obedience is what's brought us together to come and bless people.
Yeah.
Because if you don't bring yourself, you know, it's not going to be authentic. People are going to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I love that you said you didn't even know the play.
Mm-hmm.
And then now
No
look
idea.
how effective it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
idea.
So I'm not just saying this because she from Hempstead. Trust me, it's not that. I experienced this.
Mhm.
And I'm never the same. Amen. So
Mhm.
make sure June 3rd y'all come out.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all do
June
that.
3rd.
Make sure y'all definitely
Lord
do
God
that.
Bless your life.
So now, I know you're from Jersey.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story. I'm gonna definitely come back to you. But even like all of us being from Hempstead, you know, like Electra coming to him and understanding his gifts, and he would be a great part in this. You know, what do you feel understanding that these are things, because this is your relative too, like understanding these are some of the things that was actually going on, like why you probably felt like you were good, they weren't okay. Like what is that? How do you connect to that? Or do you, especially you being a teacher?
Mm.
Well, now, you know, I work in Hempstead.
Yeah.
And the area that I work in, I don't know, should I disclose the school or should I not?
No.
Okay.
You could just say
A low socioeconomic area.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, those students sitting in the seats, I can't say they were me.
Right.
Because honestly, like you said, I didn't experience it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to watch them now, the kids sitting in those seats, and to know this is some of the things that they went through. Like I know, like, okay, so we're talking and we're being real. My stuff will get passed down
Right.
to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it didn't, like, I never made fun, never teased. I would think like, oh, we can give this to them. This is not like, it was never me looking down. It's
Right.
like, let me give it
Yeah,
so they can be
yeah.
up.
Natural
Yeah.
response.
That's
Yeah.
my family. I want
Right.
them to be up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Once I
Yeah.
started doing hair, I was in high school. Whenever they needed their hair done,
Yeah,
you come
never
get it
paid.
done. It was
Yeah.
no pay.
Right.
You need your hair done. I
Amen.
might can't do anything else, but I can do your hair for you.
Right.
You're going to go to school with a hairdo
Mm.
if you're not going to do nothing else.
Yeah.
And this when we in
Yeah.
high school.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always did everything that I could do
Mm-hmm.
as a kid. As a kid, sometimes I would be like, and I'm going to be very honest,
Mhm.
I got them jeans on. But I would never say it.
Right.
I would think it.
Mm-hmm.
But now that as you get older, now you know
You
why
understand.
they had those jeans on.
Yes.
Because those were the jeans
Yes.
that they could
That's what they
afford.
had. That's what they had. Come on.
Yeah.
And
Alexis.
my nana was looked at as their nana, but she was really, my nana had other grandkids. I mean, she was their aunt, like grand aunt.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But when I got old enough, I can't speak for the people before me.
Mhm.
All I know is that I did what I could do
Right.
as I got older.
Absolutely.
And I look at it now, and I like when I look at Marissa, I look at Melanie, just anybody that I've touched coming up, that I've had a hand in helping do something,
Mm-hmm.
that blesses me, knowing I help bless
Right.
them, that God can
Amen.
use me to bless
Amen.
them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Amen.
That's why people say to me a lot of times, things that I've gone through and things that I've done, the numbers don't add up.
Come on, Electra.
But I know why they don't add
Yes.
up. Because they came from these numerals that weren't in the
Mhm.
real
Come on,
calculation.
come on.
My bishop used to say God have his own spiritual bank account.
Count. There you go.
And
Yeah.
he deposits, the
And
tears, the different things we go through, he
Mm.
deposited in your spiritual bank account. So when you make a withdrawal,
It
and
comes
Lord,
out
I
in
need
your
a
naturals.
withdrawal.
Yes.
It's
I need a
coming-
reload, and then
No,
that
it's coming out in the
withdrawal,
naturals. Going
and
in
it's
the
just so much
spiritual.
more.
But it's going
Yeah,
out in the
so
natural.
you,
So that's to say to watch the play. It was set like this time around. The second time, it was actually because I don't want to give away to the play. You have to come see it.
That's right. That's right.
But
That's
there's
right.
one part in particular that really got to me because it was just so real.
yeah.
It was so real. And it made me, I was standing, crying where I was standing because I remember like everything. And even when she made reference to the red rice, like she don't cook for no reason. Her father was a bad cook.
Come on.
Her father was the cook. Like Billy, let me tell you, if nothing else, you got to go get Billy to come cook.
Right.
Okay? We have the barbecues, Billy making the red rice, and whatever else you need me. He gonna sit there and drink his beer.
Yeah.
But he gonna make that.
It's gonna be banging.
That traveled through, to her. So
Love that.
Yep.
Because we need the teachers that understand the children that they're teaching.
But that's why the students in my class, I can't speak for anybody else. If certain students in my class, we do buy coats, sneakers, clothes, like because I feel like when you look better, you feel better.
Yeah,
Amen.
When you look better, you
Amen.
feel better. When you build their confidence, their confidence grows not only emotionally but also academically. So the students in my class, nobody will ever miss a trip because they couldn't afford it. Now, if you don't act right, you might stay there behind that. But nobody will ever miss a trip because they can't afford, and they will not be, cold because they don't have a coat. And this is the thing that I say, like Otis said, I came to get him. What I always say about me, and not even me, I won't say what I say, what others always say. If I can't do it, I know somebody that can and will.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Almost like the plug to an extent. And that's what I look at myself as, because if I can't do it, I can find somebody that will, or an organization that will help that will. Because I know a lot of people.
It's like divine connections are sublime. And perfection comes as we stay on our grind. But the key is the divine connections. So that means connections are everything. But is it divine or is it not? So connections are everything. We only make it because we connect. Right now, people are seeing me and never seen me because I connected to her in her podcast.
Yeah.
That's a divine connection. So they be like, yo, who's that? And vice versa.
Right.
So when I be like, yo, I'm on a show, can you come on this show? Those people, I know the person. So it's divine what we're doing with each other. And we supposed to be like that. And you're supposed to have it. My mom's always said everybody don't have the same spirit. And it took me a long time to understand this. I had people who used to say to me, yo, the Lord don't bless you. I used to do, now everything not smart. I used to give up my last rent so someone can live and then I'll live outside. They be like, what you doing? They be like, what are you doing? Yo, people be like, yo, you don't got nowhere to live. As long as I'm not saying that's the wisest thing, but I felt like it was the best thing. So sometimes when you do dumb stuff, the Lord be like, that was dumb, but you know what? Your heart was right. No, your heart was right. That was dumb what you did. The Lord can be like, yo, I did not even tell you to do that. You do what I told you to take care of. You can't even buy shoestrings, but your heart was right. The Lord was like, but I am the Lord.
Right.
I am the Lord. And you know what I'm saying? So you keep being like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I always want to put people on. I live to put people on. You know why? If I put you on, you go further, you was meant. That don't mean I'm not going far.
There you go.
You just went farther. The problem is we do too much comparing and stuff. That's why I stopped.
Say it again.
So because what happens when you
say it again.
This is why I don't do competitions. Because you'll stop. I hear Electra, and they be like, you're the winner. No, or I hear Brian, right? Brian?
Yeah.
They be like, you're the winner. And then I may feel like a loser. I won too. So I pull myself out of competition.
Come on.
This is why I don't do open mics and stuff like that. I'm not knocking it. I do poetry for a purpose.
Come on.
So I do events. I don't do competitions. I am nice. You know what I'm saying? The humility is there's always someone nicer.
Definitely.
If you can't operate like that, you're going to be a failure. Because guess what? You're not going to be the best. You're not the best. Just be one of the best. And so I don't have no problem putting anyone on. If you go further, you was meant. I'm still going forward. You're not going to stop me from going forward. You just went further quicker. But the race is not given to the swift or the strong. But to the one who endures to the end. So indoor to get indoor. That's one of my poetry lines. Indoor to get indoor. And then we in. Look where we at. Look where we at. Everybody here been down. Everybody here been bums. Everybody here faithful over the few. I told somebody this other day in the store, he was complaining about Family Dollar. And I said, yo, when you learn how to be faithful over the few, you know how many times I had one pair of jeans? You know how many times I wore the same outfit for 4 or 5 weeks, one pair of jeans? Yo, I have one black suit right now for 4 years. Guess what? But I have 38 different shirts.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I look brand new every week.
Come on.
But I still look the same because it's the same black suit for 4 years. The reason why I say that is because the test is if you faithful with a few, how you be faithful in one black suit? I hang it up. How you be faithful? I keep maybe a plastic bag over it. How you be faithful? I put it in the cleaners. How you be faithful? I make sure no snags on it. Then the Lord was like this. Now I'm gonna give you 78 suits. But no, how you gonna give you 78 suits? My pastor the other day was like, "Yo, what size you?" I'm like 44.
Come on with the blessing.
He said, it's time for me to clean out my closet because somebody he can get 800 suits. Yeah. So guess what? He don't just get 800 suits. He passed on the 800 he don't wear no more. And when I put it on,
good God.
You know what he don't never do? He don't never go, you look nice in the suit that I wore.
Right.
He be like, he don't never do that. He don't even bring it up. He don't even bring it up. Shoes and everything. I start walking like this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta remember it's the knit shoes. I'm like, oh, the knit shoes on the suit. Or they be like, yo, I thought your name was OJB. It be FAW and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is don't worry about this. Ignore that. I start walking like this. But my whole point of it is that's how the Lord proves.
Yes.
He'll make you ruler and you didn't pay nothing.
That's it. Don't definitely.
You paid nothing for it. He'd be like this because you was faithful.
My God.
Over the little you had, now you got.
Look at that.
And guess what? Woo! You didn't pay a dime.
That's the one.
You didn't pay a dime, but you paid everything. Why? Because you paid by not complaining. You paid by not mumbling.
By your humility.
You paid by still being around, knowing. I work with kids. They be like, Mr. B, what kind of sneakers are those? The ones that I'm wearing? So you imagine some of them, they be like, Mr. B, this outfit, look at this outfit, Mr. B. What kind of outfit it is? I be like, this is what you going to be wearing in 38 years. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? That's faithful. That's faithful.
I love it. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Because I got a heart for the kids. Everybody who knows me knows I have such a heart for the kids. So, you know, we got to continue to absolutely continue to pray for our children. And Amir, I kind of wanted you to share. I have the guests always fill out a questionnaire, and yours absolutely touched me. So I would love you kind of tapped into it a little something. But you mentioned, you know, being relatable in reference to your character as Daniel. You know, what would you tell the younger you with knowing what you've been through and knowing clearly God loves you? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to know that with the things that you've gone through. Like, what would you want to tell, not even yourself, just the kids right now? You know, I work in a jail. Yeah. Even today, I was so hurt behind something I saw with a young teenager. It's hurtful. You know what I'm saying? It's really hurtful.
I've been down.
You know, share down with us.
You know, as a juvenile, like, I did 3 years as a juvenile. You know how they tell you, oh, you going home. Man, they smacked me. They wasn't sending me home. For a little, a drug charge, I did 3 years max. That shit changed my life. Excuse my language. I was in that, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, you feel me? But I mean, I would tell them, like, no matter what, like, every circumstance and every situation is a lesson that'll build your character. And you know what I mean? Like he said, my whole life I dealt with humility. You know what I'm saying? Jealousy, envy, and I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like school, you know what I mean? I remember, for example, going through in New York, I was going to Spring Valley, living at 8 Rose Avenue in a 1-bedroom apartment with 4 of my sisters and a mother that wasn't my mother. We ain't had nothing. I had one outfit that was a burgundy church shirt and black church pants and wallabies. Remember I told you all about the wallabies? And I had, and the other outfit I had was a referee hoodie, striped hoodie with black jeans and black Timbs. You know, like when Wu-Tang came out. You feel me? This around that time. That was my outfits for the whole school year. And we're talking public school.
Torture.
That was rough. That was like this lady, she was like the epitome of like Tupac saying like black mother, like, Yo, shit, about to make me cry now, but
It's okay.
It's all right.
Look at God, though. Look
Yeah.
at God.
She stole like,
No respect of
like she
person.
stole from her job to feed kids that wasn't even hers. You feel me? Only two of them, like two of my sisters was hers, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we ain't had shit. Like, I know,
I know you
Listen,
emotional.
yeah,
Listen,
Love God.
He is.
like,
Amen.
but
He gonna work
you
on
know what I'm saying? Like,
Amen.
I'm talking about like oodles and noodles, and we had pizza with steak dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So,
Ooh, that sounds familiar.
so that's how I can, like, I really lived then. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Love
like,
God.
you can't go to your own mother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to this stranger lady, but she embrace you like her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know your father, he ain't around. You know what I'm saying? And you only there because he of him. Like, I met my father. Honestly, when I first met my father was the 05 Christmas, and it turned into like, yo, you want to stay with me or whatever? And I ain't even stay with him. I stayed with this lady and went to school and went through that. You feel me? While he was doing what he doing, and my mom's wherever she was at. You feel me? So like, I can relate to all that. So like,
Wow.
I use like when I learn from people, like people that embrace me are complete strangers.
Right.
Like my own family, like you know what I'm saying, don't even embrace me like strangers do. You feel me? It's like they more, you know what I'm saying, like jealous of how I move, like to be successful because I'm used to not having. You know what I'm saying? And I do, like he said, like yo, my problem is, and people told me time and time again, like I give too much. And I'll take for myself, you know what I'm saying, and won't get myself first. You know, you're supposed to give yourself first. But mentally they can't understand why I do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta come from where to understand. And you know, I just be trying to set the example, like the first person in my family to, you know what I'm saying, to do everything I'm doing now as like I'm the first man to do all this, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Amen.
And like
Keep it
There you
up.
go.
and like
Thank you,
when it
God.
comes to like prayers of a mother, like I swear to God, I just gave an example. Like, yo, every female that I ever came across, older woman in my family, or like from my grandmother who was, you know what I'm saying, bobbing with me, making sure I was good, to my great grandmother, to my aunts, to friends, my boy mother, you know what I'm saying, staying at their house, you know what I'm saying, and just like it always been the women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And God bless me. Like, you know how you, like Nas said in the song, like, God punished us by giving us little girls. You know what I'm saying? And
That right there.
yeah, I had my daughter, she was at 16, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he gave me, a daughter. But the whole truth of the matter is, like, I promised myself, like, I would never, you know what I'm saying? Now they keep, like, you know, I understand, like, you know, like, parents go through things, you know what I'm saying? And like I learned that for a long time I had grudges against my parents, but as I got older and became a parent and went through life, I understand, like, you know what I'm saying? I tell them I love them because shit hard. It's hard for like our culture and our people, you feel me? And imagine like your mother having you at 15.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My mother had me at 15, like she's still a baby.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So like I get it.
Yeah.
And like that's the whole, like with me and her, it was like I'm talking like I hated her, like, and that was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't.
Well,
I won't say it was wrong. It just wasn't. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Go ahead.
No, I won't say it was wrong. The key word, I did a podcast that said don't oversit, just understand.
That's what I'm saying.
So what happens is sometimes you didn't understanding comes better when by and by. So what happens?
Facts.
When you're 20, when you're 48, I'm about to be 48 in October, right? I'll be like this. That's what that meant when I was 19.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you be like this. You be like, I understand. I understand now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You wasn't wrong. You just was misunderstood.
Yes.
You didn't understand.
Yeah.
You understand. And then when you understand, then you could put it. Don't get me wrong, because I had situations too. We talked about my mother and father. I hated my mother. People don't even understand that, because know what everybody thought? We was the orbit. I'll tell you, we was the orbit T family. My church, my family won family of the year until we made the left on Babylon Turnpike. But everybody, while we was making the left down Babylon Turnpike, on 312, where we was at, we was family of the year. But not when we was making the left. Now when we was making the left down the street, but on the outside, we was orbit. I call it the orbit T smile.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Listen, he talking right
It's
I get
called, you be like this. They be
I
like,
get it.
woo,
Listen,
look at them.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at them.
Two boys.
Right? Look at, whoa.
Boys.
Yeah.
Until they found out, they was like, this.
This is y'all going on? This is going on?
My God.
So, but
Wow.
it only,
Mm.
in the Sabbath, God made me write this poem 3 days later, one day. I wrote this poem. For all my first poetry, I used to be like, this is dumb. What am I doing? And I was like, the end. And I'm like, it was dumb to me. I'm like, but I wrote this poem 3 days later. After I wrote that poem, 3 days later, I got an eviction notice to be kicked out 3 days after that.
Mm.
So this is not just aimless.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? In my song, Bless Yes, one of my lines is, purpose is the real reason why we all are still here.
Yeah.
When the purpose is done, you're done. You're
Ooh, I
You're
felt
done.
that.
It's over. When God has no more purpose for you on the earth, good night. Hopefully you made it in or you didn't. No, it's either going to be well done, I got a faithful service, or depart from me.
Right.
But that only happens when your purpose is
It's
over.
over.
So
Yeah.
while I'm alive, when I know I have nothing but death stories, and all that,
Talk
I know-
about it.
No, I know. So why am I alive? Because I'm purposeful. And I had a situation at my school. I can't talk about it. It was beyond crazy. We could talk about it off camera. I gotta tell y'all. And so I realized I have to be here.
Yeah.
The same job that I almost lost relationships with, they be like, yo, you ain't getting paid nothing there. I always stood there, like, yo, I have to. She's been in my school. I have to be here.
Right.
They be like, yo, reevaluate your life. You got a 3.9 average. You can go work for you can work for, and I can't. But I have to be here.
Come
Yeah.
on, sir.
Yeah.
Then you have to go. Because know why you have to go? Because I have to be.
Mm.
So that's just what it was. So you got to understand, it's only come so you can get understanding. That's it. And when you understand and you grow up in the Lord, He dealing with me with this. Not grow up because I'm about to be 48. So it's not growing up in me. When you grow up in the Lord, you dismiss a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That you won't dismiss when you grow up in you.
Yes.
They don't hold on, bro. You be like, you know what? I hug you. I should be killing you right now. No. I should be smacking diarrhea out your face right now. But I love you. I love you. And why do I love you? Because I grew up in the Lord.
Yeah.
You dismiss stuff. You be like, you know what? You be like this. You like this.
That part.
You be like, no. And then He also let you know. Then don't even mess with this person no more.
With a smile.
Love them. Love
With
them.
a smile.
Don't hate them.
Yeah.
Love them and don't mess. And then some people you can be like, you know what? Then you get another chance. Oh, $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million.
Give them another chance.
Thank
I'm
you.
like, yo, you don't even have to bring it up. And we got to know that too. I don't even know how I can ever talk to my father. So I decided not to talk to him. Or talk to him.
Wow.
They don't need to bring it up. Because a lot of times, if you don't admit what I know, then we way worse. We went more backwards. So sometimes you just gotta live on.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, how you doing? I love you, son. You know, I'm done. Now, sometimes you gotta know when.
Sometimes.
You understand what I mean, right? When I had to go, where is this gonna go? Are we gonna go better? How am I gonna be
What's the end game?
if he don't agree with the stuff that I know? How am I gonna be? You know what? Hey, how you doing? Hey, you know what I'm saying?
That orbitry smile.
Orbit.
There you go.
Orbit. Now, so the orbit smile also got an orbit relationship.
Hello.
You know about orbits? They don't. So time can go along, and I don't even think about that. I didn't speak to him in 14 months.
My.
They don't even like an orbit. They don't. But then when they come around, like, hey, how you doing? Hey, my wife be like, that's what you did. That's what you said was hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, because of the orbit smiles, the whole thing was orbiting, and then it's just take the Lord to put it on the right axis, and He'll decide if He want to do it or not.
Right.
So don't ever get discouraged. And you only went through that, like she said earlier. We only go through. When I say the Lord don't care, I don't mean it literally, contextually. He don't care, because you're gonna make it through. Because my bishop said there's, like you said earlier, there's a spirit of people that can't make it. Yeah. So I don't care you're going through this. You have to go through it. know why? My son went through it. Didn't he do it? He did it for all y'all, right?
God.
Right? I had to even turn my back, and he the only one that did it right. He the only one that did it right, and I had to turn my back when they was killing him. I had to turn my back on my own son. So, do I really care that you're crying because you're going through this? I do, but I don't because there's a purpose behind it. And so the lecture, those people that whatever you went through, I don't care, but I do care because the people that you're gonna help is good.
What I went through.
You. So when them kids talking about young parents, all the stuff, yo, why you didn't kill that girl that did that to you? And I'm like, because you was about to kill yours for sure. Because I was just thinking about killing mine and putting a plan and gun. You got the gun in your hand. These things happen. I bumped into the person. I'm like, yo, I've been through the same thing. Then what happened? I did nothing. You did nothing. You did never. It was crazy when it happened. I was about to do everything, but I did nothing. So when I had to explain to the guy that had the gun in his hand, I came outside at the right time. I was supposed to go outside earlier, but I wound up going outside later. And when I came outside later, he was coming around the corner. I'm like, what you doing? He like, yo, I'm about to kill, blah, 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 blah. Don't do it. Why? How do you know? I know. See? How do you know? And then when I broke the story down, he was like, so he wanted to. I'm like, that happened a long time ago. He was like, where's the person? He wanted it transferred.
Right.
He was like, yo, so what did you do? The Lord told me vengeance is his.
That's the one.
So I did nothing. I went to the wedding. He was like, you went to the wedding? She got married on you. I went to the reception. You went. I see them now like, hey. And so guess what he did? He went home.
Amen.
Well, amen.
It's not in vain.
It's not in vain.
He went home.
Amen.
He was going to kill. I came outside at the right time. He went home. Why he went home? Because he said, yo, Otis did nothing.
Come on.
That's it. That's the whole. He was flabbergasted the whole time that you didn't do nothing. Yo, he was like, yo, you let that. You didn't do nothing. He kept saying that.
Yeah.
I seen him like weeks after that. He like, yo, you didn't do nothing. He kept giving me that. So my whole point is none of this is in vain.
No.
Right.
It's in vain. No pain, no gain.
Yeah.
What is the gain? Actually helping others.
Right.
It's not no house. You may get a house along the way.
Yeah.
It's not no car. You may get that along the way. What is the gain? Yo, I helped 1,000 kids today.
Bam.
I help homeless people.
And the
I help
generations
people in
that's coming after
hospital. I
that.
help other people that their parents left them on the bus. You ain't gonna be the only one. You wasn't the first and you won't be the last.
Yeah.
So that means you could have helped the people that was before you, but you could definitely help the people that's behind you, that's caught on the bus. And they're gonna like you always gonna bump into the people you've been through. Whatever you've been through, you're gonna bump into those people. That's why it's called testimonies. You're overcome by the testimony. How can I test what I'm testifying about? To who? Everybody don't testify in church. So then I'm not I don't testify yet. What you say you going to do? David, why you crying like that? Because you start crying at first. And why you crying like that, David? What's wrong with you? You crying for me? No, I am crying for you because I'm crying because I know everything gonna be okay.
Yeah.
How do you know? I've been through the same thing.
Hello. Boom.
I'm gonna let somebody go. But I told somebody the other day, when you say you're an overcomer, we say a lot of verses. Are we listening?
Well,
While you listen, you say when you're an overcomer, you know what you are? You someone that's ready for things to come for them to go over.
oh, well.
You can't be an overcomer. Overcomer means things must come for you to go over. You don't overcome blessings. You don't overcome. You overcome is hardships, trials, tribulations, problems, and difficult situations. So when you say I am an overcomer, what you say? The devil hear it in the Lord. What'd you say? Well, the things are coming for you to go over. Prayers of my mom. Look what mom. Look what your moms did. Look what your moms. She is an overcomer. Your mom's is an overcomer because things came. The whole play of things coming, and she went over it. That's why she But thank God she's alive to see the play.
To see
That's
it.
the one.
She's alive to see the play. And when she see, know what she can say? I am an overcomer.
Yes,
She can
sir.
say it. She
Right.
can say it.
Right.
I am, not I am by myself. It says I am with the Lord,
Yes.
an overcomer. Because that's what he said.
Absolutely.
But you can't be that unless things are coming.
Come on.
Boom. Hello.
Come on.
It ain't never gonna be easy.
Receive
I had
that.
a thought and then
Receive that.
It's not gonna be easy. That's just the reality. And you're not an overcomer unless things are coming for you to go over. And it don't got nothing to do with blessings.
Yeah.
I tell people endurance don't got anything to do with blessings. The race not given to swift to short, but to the one who endures to the end, you don't endure blessings. So it don't got nothing that it got to do with faithful with a few, not having, not falling short. Oh, hardships.
Right.
Oh man, my job is not paying me. I ain't worth more. Endure. To do what? To get in the door. So then now when I become chancellor over the whole school district,
Come on.
Hello.
Come on.
you know what
Come on.
you know what I was first? I was a lunch monitor with a 3.9 average. That could have been making better money, way better money, and I sacrificed because the purpose was greater than the
Come
money.
on.
That's the one.
Good God.
That's the one. That's the one.
M&M's, ministry and money. But what is your motive? I've done many ministry without money because my motive is ministry.
Hello.
But people stop if you ain't get the money. So what's your motive?
Ooh.
What's your motive? Because I know a lot of people that stop ministry because they're not getting no money. Now you do got to understand the balance though. The Lord don't want us to be broke
Who he
either.
talking to?
Because people will play you on that too. They be like, do it for the Lord. I'm like, who do you think I'm doing this for? Because you only paid me $20 and I know this job is $500.
Okay.
So say that one more time. I used to tell them that. Say that one more time to me.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a prayer meeting for healing.
The Lord laid it on me to ask you.
Right.
Are you sure he laid it on you?
Right. Or you laid on me. So
Exactly.
I'm already doing for the Lord. So you can't let people play you with that.
Yeah.
But then you got to see for yourself, who am I doing? What am I doing? And I'm doing this for the ministry. So when you miss out blessings, like I did with my school, I tell my kids, I was 39, and a white teacher went home. My white teachers used to, after class, they used to call me to the seat. And they said, like, let me ask you questions. They used to tell the class, so they don't pay this no attention. But they used to call me, like, yo, so what should I do with my children? I'd be like, I don't even know these people. They'd be like, yo, what you think? My husband is doing it. What do you think we should do? So I used to be at the seat. They used to put me in their seat. And they used to sit in the desk, my teachers. And they used to ask me questions. And I used to give them answers. I'd be like, well, I think you should do this. So one of the white teachers went home, told her husband about him. And he came back and was like, we're going to pay for you to go to college. Because the urban community needs somebody like you.
Wow.
So I tell my kids this, because you can miss blessings too that will happen. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to move on to this. So she said the urban community, I was 39 at the time. I said, you know what? Thank you, but I'll never work out of school at 39. But the Lord already knew. So what I tell my kids now, I say you can miss the boat. So I tell my kids, you can miss the boat because you're going to do what the Lord wants you to do regardless. So now look at the boat I missed. Because now I'm out of school and I never want to leave. But now I'm there as a lunch monitor instead of being there as a teacher with all my debts paid off.
Tell me about
Because
that.
I missed the boat.
But
But guess what? Because I'm on the boat, because Paul said I'm making it on broken pieces. It's because I'm still on the boat, even though I missed the cruise and the yacht. When I get to the land, the Lord will make that up. He said he'll make back the years that you messed up. That cankerworm stuff, that's who you think that is? You messed that up. But I'll give that back to you, the Lord. So none of this is in vain.
Right.
None is in vain. The devil try to give us eyelids of if it's in vain. Quit. Why are you going through this? And every time you go through it, just like I'm going through it with the Lord. My pastor said, I'm going all the way. I'm going all the way. All the way is not half the way.
Yeah.
I'm going all the way. Through hard trials, tribulations, persecutions.
Yeah.
He said in the song, I'll be faithful.
Come on.
I'm going.
Come on.
All the way.
Yeah.
You have to say it.
Yeah.
And then, it is what it is. We all going to go through. That's why you got to keep your circle tight. Now, Shanice, she sent me something right now. the love, the different podcasts. Yo, I wouldn't have knew that without her. You got to keep the right people in your circle, and we're gonna be all right all the way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your surroundings is everything. But I just wanted to say to you, Amir, and to somebody connected to, you know, being raised without your parents and or feeling I've been that child that hated my mom, living with my mother, eating her food and everything, and hating her because of things that transpired. But as I got older, I had a desire to understand her.
Yeah.
And that's what brought on the forgiveness.
That's what happened.
And you have to understand there's no perfect parent and there's no perfect child either. And having a child at 15 years old, you're not an adult.
That's what I'm saying.
You're a kid.
Yeah.
And you are dealing with whatever the circumstances that you have. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're a child, you don't understand that. Your lens is this way.
Yeah.
As you get older, it starts to broaden up, and then you realize, oh, my mother was only 15. Like, I'm 15 right now. I'm going through something. I ain't even got no kid. I know she wasn't okay. She was out of her mind. And so, as you get older, you ask God to show you certain things about, you know, why does certain things happen to you. Sometimes he'll answer you, and sometimes he won't, because he loves us so much. He protects us, right?
Absolutely.
But when it comes to the parenting thing, there's no manual to it. You know, we do have the Bible, but even that can be very vague when it comes to being a parent. It's a whole human being. So being a child, having a child, they're not equipped.
That's why.
And it's not me making an excuse.
Yeah, no,
this is me
that's
sharing that with you,
Yeah.
understanding my mother had me as an adult,
Yeah.
but she was so damaged. She was terrorized by her husband.
Yeah.
So by the time she started having more children, this woman's still broken and just doing what she knows how to do. But I didn't understand it because I'm a kid. You understand what I'm saying?
That's why
So for the kids who going through things, or you feeling like, you know, my mother there, my nan is with me, and this one I go to school and they not there, and I hate this, you know, get to a place where you try to understand your parents.
Yeah.
Not giving them a pass.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be clear. Not giving them a pass. Some stuff just is wrong. And they got the faculties to know that it's wrong. Okay? Not that. I'm talking about when mom just couldn't.
Right.
Or dad just
That's
couldn't.
different.
So they dealt with it by the drugs or whatever the case, or the streets, or whatever the case may be, and then you found yourself in the same position.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know,
that's what I was getting to. Like, I was trying to promise myself that I'm gonna be better than my parents.
Right.
And lo and behold, when I was 15, I'm going to jail too. You feel me?
No, it's
trying to escape the, you know what I'm saying, the movement. And then, like I said, I spoke with her as I got older, and when I had my daughter, and I like, you know what I mean, I understood. Like I said, at 15, I get it. You feel me? And basically, that's like a lot of fuel and gasoline for my career.
Yeah.
Come on, sir.
I be trying to basically when she turn the TV on, she see me on TV. That's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Even my kids, you know what I'm saying? And it's all because of like what you saying. Like, if I don't give her nothing, you know what I'm saying? At least she can have that if she leave. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Despite all the anger and the hate, this is me saying, you know what I mean? I forgive you. Feel me?
Yes.
You can turn it and see like, yo, that's my son. You feel me?
You broke the curse. You broke the curse.
We are the generational curse breakers. Okay.
Can I just say something on top of not to cut you guys off?
No, you're good. I was gonna ask you something else.
So again, carrying off of what Amir is saying, when I first asked him to be in prayers of a mother, I didn't understand how much this meant to him. Okay. And I thank God, because God has literally placed everyone that should be in my production to be in my circle. And my prayer every day is whoever's not for me, I need them to go that way. You know, because we can't keep moving forward with negativity.
Yeah,
I don't accept negativity.
Absolutely.
And I'm getting to a point here to say, I am so proud of this guy. Like, y'all don't know, Amir, this is my bro. Like, we've gotten so close just from him coming to being in the play. And he said that day,
fish sandwich.
over a fish sandwich, yes. He came to my place with Barry and had a fish sandwich. That's the first time I met him. The day of the play, the after party, and I'm putting this out there because we're being transparent. No one came to see this man.
Facts.
Am I right?
Facts.
Not one family, nobody came to see him.
Facts.
And as much as this part meant to him, he will tell you how much. That's why I love him so much, because he sat there and told everybody in the cast, am I right? He was like, yo, y'all my family. Woo!
You took it on.
And I told Amir he will be in anything I have.
Ooh,
Because
God will give you replacements.
God is
Oh,
amazing.
yeah,
let me
yeah.
tell you something.
Yeah,
He
You know,
will
respect the
replace.
person.
He will. Actually, he will.
I was so hurt when, and I'm not to cut you off. When he said, "Yo, sis, you know, ain't nobody came to see me." This was his first production that he was proud of
And work hard at it.
and worked at it. And I said, Amir, nobody. He was like, "Yo, nobody." He was like, "Y'all my family." And from that day, I said, "God, you are amazing."
So you understood. You
God
understood how I
knows
said
all.
that to you, right? Yo, once I got to that spirit that they were my family, they were my supporters.
Yeah.
Yo, it doesn't matter who's not there. Someone is here.
That's what I'm
Who's
saying.
not? They not here, but someone is here, and God will bring replacements. He'll bring replacements of people that leave, and he'll bring replacements of people that he removes.
There you go.
He's like, you don't need them.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. Here going up.
And that's the
All
hardest
them people
thing
that
to
help
accept.
you, that all the people that help you, what did the Lord do? Don't even worry about it. Here you go. Matter of fact, you know what? You was gonna get less help from them
The facts.
than the person that the Lord brought you.
Then the person-
You was gonna get less
Oh
help
yeah.
and more aggravation because they had reminded you every minute that they helped you along your journey.
Absolutely.
So guess what? When sometimes we be sad, but we should be glad. When you really think about it, like start clapping next time.
That's
You
right.
like, woo! I don't even know why I'm clapping, but woo! And I had to learn. You learn this stuff through life.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, let's say through life. I didn't just become this. I've been the man. Before I got married, I was living in my car in McDonald's parking lot
Good God.
for 7 months in the wintertime.
Good
I had
God.
people wanting to record me. I'm 45 years old. I was a grown A man living in my car with $8 to my life. To my life. To my life. Not to my life.
Good God.
To my next paycheck. Living in my car the whole wintertime.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? That's when the snowstorms was outside. Excuse my peeing and buying the water bottles. Washing up with Poland spring water and wash clothes. And making sure no one is looking as I pull my pants down to wash and get redressed.
Oh, good
7
God.
months. And I remember I was like, I told the Lord, I was like, I'm not making it in. Because I said, you know, Lord, I like certain sins I can't get rid of. He wasn't paying that no attention. You know when the Lord, when the Lord paid attention when I said this? When I said, and I said, by the way, Lord, who would want to marry me like this? And the Lord was like, what did you say? You putting me to a test.
Woo.
You putting me, now you talking. All that complaining, he don't listen to that. All that complaining, now if you're praying is different. But when you're complaining, I ain't listening to that. I ain't listening to that. What did you say? You challenging me? So not only because how my life was set up, the woman that I really was supposed to marry should have been really shabby. I'm not trying to play anyone. We should have been on the same level. Nothing. When we both should have been sitting in a car living. No, because you know me on the level that you're on. You're fine. The Lord gave me a lawyer with everything. I met her through my song, and my song broke everybody up that we all was friends for 20 years. So when I did the song, I'm Blessed Yes is the name of the song. No pain, no gain. I'm like, we at the Super Bowl. I'm thinking big. Your vision, I say that, your vision got to be out of sight. Next level, next devil. The mission is higher heights. I'm thinking big. I'm like, we at the Super Bowl. And next thing you know, none of us is talking. I'm like, we was best friends for years. 20 years. We enemies now. We was enemies. We was enemies like ready to fight in the middle of the street. And I'm doing this is a gospel song. I'm like, this is Blessed Yes. But what happened was, it had to happen because when we restored for a brief moment, my friend at the time was like, you need a lawyer. I'm like, I don't know no lawyer. She said, yo, you don't got. I told you need money to do this. Wound up, my wife was a lawyer. I said, my pastor always told about this lady. Won't you ask her? Then my friend asked her more than that. My friend said, you know what? He need a woman too. Yeah, I didn't even tell. No, I didn't even tell my friend to do that. See, you don't know how God gonna work because I never even told my friend to do that. I didn't even know what was going on. The lady called me like, I heard you didn't ask about me. I didn't ask nothing about you. Well, I don't know what are you talking about.
Otis, say that again. I'm like, Halloween.
No, but
Like, she need a
So-
lawyer.
so-
Then she need a man.
hear this out. So you know what I tell people? I tell people,
Let that rub off on me.
you know, I thought, but hear this, so that proves the point. When I asked, I didn't think I was ready, so I asked the people. I tell people through the testimony, you got to ask the Lord, what is your ready? Because I know I wasn't ready to get married, but the Lord said you were.
Come on.
He said. So when people ask me how to get married, I go, the Lord. That's what he wants. That's all he wants. I tell people, I'm like, I was living in my car. My wife turned down people. My wife got land in Grenada. She from Grenada. She got her own house. I'm just using this.
Right, you give
not
her
talking.
an example to
You already know
show
I'm not
her.
right. And she don't like when I say these things. But I'm trying to show a point. She was turning down people that was owning restaurants. 20 and 20 from Morocco and stuff like that. She like, no. You went with the broke guy and sitting in the car? You married the broke guy in the car with $8? I need to ask you for some money. No, and I don't want to live backwards. Some guys like living backwards. I don't want my woman to take care of me. I don't even live like that. Yo, I told her I live back in my car before I would want you just taking care of me. Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what the Lord blessed me with. And guess what? He said, he that find a wife find a good thing. But the comma goes, and he will find obtainable favor. So I immediately went from a car. I went from a car to a crib. So when she was like, when we got married and I walked from a car to now a crib.
Hey!
With a key. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not trying to be funny. With a key. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to show that. It was amazing how the transformation of the Lord by giving him the credit. By giving him the credit. So when people ask me, I go, I'm only married because of the Lord.
No man shall
But
take
I had the pain had to come that I'm married because of a song. Nothing happened for the song as of yet. I didn't go to the Super Bowl. I got 11 subscribers. No, I got 11 subscribers. No, I'm song been out for 4 years already. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got 11. But everything happened because of the song. So when I asked the Lord asked me this one question. He said, you asked for all those things, but I want to ask you this one question. Are you blessed? Yes. And I had to go, yes. I didn't ask for no marriage. I asked for, I'm saying Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. We do more songs. He had another thing in mind. But he asked me, are you blessed? Yes.
Yeah.
He was waiting for my answer because if I would have said no, then I would have had nothing.
Come on.
She would have took all of it away. Yo, you're blessed. Do you think you're deserving of what I'm giving you? You're telling people you're not deserving. You're not deserving of this blessing, so that makes you blessed, yes. So what I'm trying to say, it all comes together.
Amen.
For the good of them. That's what they say.
I love the Lord.
If you love them, it comes together.
That's the one.
She's the greatest right here. This lady right here. I tell her that all the time. I can see you doing mad big things. Yo, I'm telling you, this is you took. You are that Oprah in your own way. You are the people. I'm naming great people. You know, we don't have to say, "Oh, you're not mediocre. You're great." But Oprah, they teased her for 11 years.
Oh, yeah,
they called her fat girl.
They
said you should quit. They told her you should quit. You're never gonna make it. No one's making it just to make it. You have to endure to make it. You have to endure.
It was easy. Everybody be doing.
So when I was in my parking lot, I started looking. Anybody know McDonald's parking lot? My vision changed. So I started seeing the things different. I be like, yo, look, I got a McDonald's on my land.
Hello.
I got a Pep Boys on my land. I got a Staples on my land. Okay. I got a bank on my land. My wife like, why you saying these things? You know why? She didn't see what I had on my land. Because you know what? She was only seeing, I was envisioning.
You was envisioning.
There's a difference. She only seeing that I'm in the car. I'm envisioning that all this stuff is mine in my land. It's not in vain. None of us.
None of it.
It's not in vain. Unfortunately, you went through what you did, but look, Now you got a play that's about to go worldwide.
Bam.
Listen.
So your pops didn't just die.
Right.
That's the whole point I'm trying to say. The Lord had story behind it.
Amen.
He had story, but look,
Amen.
it's the evidence. Who people just write about?
Your testimony.
We all have people that pass and everything, but people don't just write about it. But he told you to write about it, and you did it. So it was just in vain. The pain was real, but the gain is gonna be real too. You about to gain souls.
That's the one.
Glory.
And that's it.
Glory. That's the
And then
one.
all the and then you know what? Since God know we live on earth, then he said the rest will follow.
Come on.
He ain't gonna leave. He said he wants us to be prosperous and in good health.
Mhm.
Right.
So if you keep going after souls, all the other stuff you desire is gonna pop in place.
That's the one.
And then also it's not in vain. We love it. I love all y'all in here.
Awesome,
Remember,
awesome.
it's not in vain. None of this is in vain.
Absolutely.
Not.
So June 3rd, right?
Yes.
We'll be back at the Lloyd College.
Yes.
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 What do you guys see for this play? And what's next? I'm gonna start with you now.
Oh. I see this play going Atlanta, Mississippi,
Okay.
North Carolina.
Okay. Sure.
Well, I don't know, wherever.
Worldwide.
I mean, yeah, worldwide. Just put it worldwide. I mean, it's a phenomenal play. I mean,
it really is.
it really is. I mean, and I want to be a part of it.
Yes.
As long as God has me to. I mean,
That's the
I
one.
mean, it is what it is. What can I say?
What can you say? What can I say? All right, so I wanted to do something. We went over time. God is amazing. Listen, God is just so good. Like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm still stuck on the prayer, between the prayer and all the way through. I'm just still a little bubbling over. I wanted to give you guys specific words and wanted you to share something about each word. I think I'll just give you two.
Mm.
And then you can share the play and what is to come next. I know you're doing something with, shout out to Yolanda.
Yes.
Brathwaite. I
Mhm.
don't want to destroy her last name, but you can speak about that.
Okay.
But I want to give you guys two words and just share your thoughts on the words. The first word being God. What comes to mind? Go ahead, Electra.
Everything.
Mr. Amir.
Just like she said, it's embodiment of everything. Purpose.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Marissa.
Faith walk. Humbleness. Change. The biggest of it all is determination. And looking back where I've come from and where God has put me today. It's God.
It's God.
Yeah.
Miss Melanie. God.
My life.
Mm.
Yes.
My family. My daughter.
Yes.
Take out stress and complaining. This is what's coming to my head.
And
Change.
And just really quickly, I just want to put out there, and because this is something that I am proud of my sister, because my sister suffers with lupus. A lot of people do not know that.
My mother
And
lupus connection.
It's I always told myself, Lord, you gave my sister the strength to handle it.
Yes.
Because the things Melanie went through, she had hair loss, getting shots in her head. I mean, skin. I used to cry for her because I wouldn't be able to go through it.
Mhm.
So I call my sister a warrior.
Yes.
She is.
She is a
She
warrior.
is. She is.
She is a warrior to this day from everything she's been through. She was
God.
first diagnosed with lupus, and that's God.
That's God.
And for her to be in these productions with me and want to, and now she's taking singing courses to get better.
Yes.
Go
This
ahead.
is God.
You know, I'm put you on next
No,
song.
you're
Don't
doing
worry.
it. You're doing it. You're
So
changing our words.
I'm
You're doing
just,
You doing it.
you know, and me and my sister been close for years. It's always been me and Melanie.
Who's the oldest? And I'm just curious.
She's a year older.
That's what's up.
And I just wanted to put that out there. She's a warrior.
Thank
so
you for sharing that.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Nobody but God.
That's God.
So-
that is God.
That sums up what I was about to say for all of us. God, G-O-D, glory on demand.
Come on.
Yeah.
Glory on demand. That's
Wow.
He automatically gets the
Wow.
glory on demand.
Absolutely. The last word, or second word, but making it the last word, is love.
Mm.
For me,
Yes.
rough.
Mm.
Come on, it's real.
It's rough.
Yes.
Mm.
But I did say that God was everything.
Mm.
So although it's rough, I still have hope.
Mm.
But it's rough.
It's the Amir.
Love. I would just say it's an experience.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And it's just you take from whatever you could take from it when it comes your way.
Yeah.
But you try to give that to your children. Like my kids is love. So I just choose to just, you know what I'm saying? Focus on that aspect of love. But other than that, I don't know love but that. But what I show my kids. You know what I'm saying? And the people that meet me and embrace me.
Family.
Mm-hmm.
My family. We've come a long way. And the love that I have for my family. So that's what comes to my mind.
The warrior. I love it.
Distant. My family. It's distant, but I am surrounded by it.
Mm. Amen.
That's
You know, the Bible said love covers a multitude of sins.
Mm.
So love is patient. They say love is kind. Love is long suffering.
Yes.
Love is a lot of things. And without love, you can't make it in.
Mm.
Without love, you can't make it in. You can't.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it like this: love is needed.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
That
why love is
That was
needed.
good.
So.
It's fire.
Amen.
That was good. That was good. This was so amazing, y'all.
And
I'm overwhelmed. I'm overjoyed. I'm like everything right now. But please let the people know about the play coming June 3rd and what's next for you guys. I would love each of you to share what's next, or even share something that you desire for yourself, even if you don't see it in this moment. Just something that, if you look back on this episode years from now, you'll remember, like, I had said that on that episode, and now I'm living that. Go ahead. Electra.
Well, I would like to take my written talents and write a book
amen.
of my poetry, but not more so the written. I'm more so focused on the audio because I love the words, but I feel it's in the delivery as well, in the voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this voice, like you say, the devil is busy. He tried to silence this voice not once, but twice.
Mm-hmm.
And God saw different.
Yep.
So now I know this is what needs to be done. And like you said earlier, before the cameras were rolling, it's not about what I need. It's about what the people that are attached to me need.
Absolutely.
Even those that I don't know.
That's it.
Absolutely.
So
Everything
Absolutely.
attached to me wins. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's
I know
go.
you the boys.
Singing like that.
Mr. Amir.
Well, I got 3 plays coming with
Amen.
Marissa,
Let's go.
from Miss Yolanda. Tales of a Grown Girl,
Yes.
Tales of a Mother,
Sing it all.
and Bully coming in early 2024.
Mhm.
I'm in the process of finishing my book actually.
Amen.
First installment should be done probably, I'm gonna say, early as July.
All right.
Yeah, I've been working on it for a couple years now, and I got a couple productions at the actually tomorrow in Harlem. I'm gonna be attending a red carpet for a movie release that I would play the drug addict in that I received my first speaking role ever in.
All right.
Yeah, and I got a couple productions at the end of the month for this movie called Eric. It's like a 3-day shoot, and I'm also working with my brother. I forgot it. Shout out to pardon me. Shout out to John Everton, Shallow Media, and David Quinones with the Holy Ground Music Group. They also play a major factor in my lifestyle for change alongside Barry. Ray
Love
Wilson.
it.
And we shooting a movie right now as we speak called Flashes. I was just before I came here, I had to, we were shooting from 8. I was here in Red Hook at like 7 o'clock in the morning until 1. They had to drop my sister off. I got my nephew into the movie, and they had to shoot back out here to support the family with the podcast.
Awesome.
Yeah, so just see me. I shot Power on Monday. Not to keep rambling, but I got a lot of things in the works.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Love it.
Amen.
Listen to voice.
Well, as you guys know, June 3rd, this is an encore.
Yep.
Prayers of a Mother. I have the same fantastic cast. So you guys, if you have not seen it, I have people who want to come back to see it.
Yep.
Let's get in the building. It will bless your life. It's 5:45. Tickets are on sale now. You can choose your own seat. It's at Malloy Theater College. Very nice place. You guys come out, support, enjoy, make a day of it. The Prayers of a Mother. This is the last live performance of Prayers of a Mother in Hempstead in New York.
At Malloy, right?
Madison
Malloy.
At Malloy.
At
Right,
Malloy,
Madison
Madison Theater. Also, I have August 25th and 26th. I am directing a play called Tales of a Grown Girl by Yolanda Braithwaite.
Shout out to
Blessings
Yolanda.
her, Yolanda. That is August 25th and 26th. That will be in Maryland. Actually, Amir is in that one as well, as he mentioned. And then I just finished my last writing play 2 nights ago called Bully. So I'm excited about that. That will be out the top of 24. So God has been blessing me. God is amazing. And all of my writing, all of my productions are to encourage and to change and to let people know who God is and how real he is and how much prayer can change your life.
Yes.
So, guys, follow me. I'm on Instagram, Marissa Jackson, Facebook, Marissa Jackson, MDJ Productions on Instagram. Join me, guys. Nothing but positivity coming up from me. So, June 3rd, I will see you all there.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets are Madison Theater, NewYork.org.
All right.
Madison Theater, NewYork.org for tickets.
All right. Get your tickets. Be in the building. I promise you, you will not be the same.
Oh, and one more thing. I have a lot of cast who's not here. Shout out to all my cast. Prayers of a Mother cast. I'm not going to name everybody, but hey, y'all. The Prayers of a Mother cast who couldn't make it. I have cast out of each state, so I'm blessed. Thank you.
Amen. Come on. Melanie, what's up with you? What do you see for the future? Share with us.
I'm just gonna continue to explore my talents, especially with this play.
Yes.
And I am torn in between asking God, what is it for me? What's next? I have so many visions in my head, and I'm just torn in between, and I'm still talking to God about what I want to do.
He got you.
But
he gave you the vision.
Definitely,
bring a provision.
Yes, I definitely want to explore my talents.
It's coming. Amen. Mr. Otis, Jermaine, Becoat.
So
what we got going on?
First and foremost, Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes.
So I'm doing I have my own poetry business called Success is in Your Bloodline. So I frame poems from Mother Day this year. I'm doing a frame and I'll do a recital, live recital. For $50. So y'all need to jump on that. OJB the Witness on my poetry name. Y'all need to catch that. OJB the Witness on Instagram. Jump on that. I'm also, I'm always doing plays. I got a Marissa June 3rd, and I have another play that I'm the production. Me and my sister, we started our own production company.
Awesome!
Amen.
Congratulations!
Awesome.
So
Nice.
we got plays under that, and I've been saying this for the last when I work out. I've been saying Creed 4.
Wow.
So something is gonna come. It could be Rocky 9.
Let's go.
It could be WrestleMania 27. I don't know what it is, but something. Nah, I'm just saying something's gonna come. So you know what I'm saying. I've been throwing that in the air.
Amen.
And then we go from there.
Let's
Amen.
go. Let's go.
Amen.
Electra, you can let the people know where they can find you.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Deuce_Gold, Deuce Gold, and on Facebook as well as Deuce Gold if you're looking for me.
Amir also share where they can find you. I'm so sorry with that.
Yeah, I forgot. Shannon Amir, 3678 on Instagram, and on Facebook, Amir Robinson, and I forgot if you don't mind. The movie it's called One Life to Live, produced by Deja Vu Films. Check that out. It's going to be released on Tubi.
All righty.
All right.
Making movies.
Yeah.
Melanie, you want to share where they can find you?
That's right. On Facebook, it's under Melanie Jackson, and Instagram, it is Baby Girl MLJ. BABYGURL MLJ.
All right. And y'all know I'm Lady She. You guys can find me on Instagram as well. Hot Mic Lady She _podcast. You can also support the t-shirt company, which is She's Got. Y'all know my brand is She, so everything is She. So it is She's Got Tea with an S, plural, one word, on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, She's Got Teas LLC. I'm also on Facebook, Hot Mic with Lady She. On Hot Mic with Lady She podcast on Facebook. If you also want to inquire about being a guest on the show, you can email me at hotmicw Lady She at gmail.com.
Let's go.
Make sure you guys come out June 3rd.
June 3rd.
If you cannot make it to June
Don't miss
3rd,
it.
make sure you are following MDJ Productions
Yes,
and Marissa on
yes.
social media so you can see what else she is up to. Make sure you follow each and every one of them, these gifted, amazing talents that I was blessed to have on the podcast on tonight. I want you guys to remember that God is real,
Yes.
that God loves
All
you,
the time.
and He is everlasting. So if right now you're going through something and you wondering where God is, you need to ask yourself, who moved?
Come on.
Because he in the building, He's around, and He is here for each and every one of us. So once again, I would like to thank each and every one of
Thank
you. I'm
you.
excited.
Thank
Continue
you.
to
Appreciate it.
bless us with your giftings and continue to go forth in all that God has placed on your hearts.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you again, everyone, and we are saying
Thank
good night.
you.
Hey.
Later.
Bye.
I need to do more plays. I always want to